Hello everyone. Today we will talk about one of the very simple and very useful feature of Jira, that's called Jira Forms. As you can see in the screen over here, we have one section called Forms. You may not have it on your Jira by now, but it will be coming soon. And in some point of time, if you don't see it, you may find out some button over here to show more information. So if I switch to another Jira versions, that is somewhere no, this is the same one. I will show you that if you are very new to Jira and you don't see it, you will be able to see something over here. I will show you that in a while. So what exactly these forms are? Forms are typically used for when you are working on development projects, and every sprints you are deploying something, but there is a dedicated production support team or a shared production support team. They are continuously getting some issues, and sometimes they wants to create bugs for you, or even it is a QA team, they are not dedicated to a part of your team, they don't have access to your project. In that case, you can create a form. The form is kind of a issue collector, but this works anyone within your Jira instance who have access it, they can open the form. To understand this, you first need to collect the right information that you need. When you are creating, you can preview it and then you can share it with your teams. So how we can do that? Let's quickly look into create a form. And over here, it asks you for, okay, what type of issue it will be creating. If you are creating something related to bug, we'll select bug over here. Now, remember, this is a project specific. So you can see the selected project over here in Jira. It will be creating for you. The default fields, it's come up as summary, description and attachment, but you can have any other fields that you can see on the right hand side. So you can bring acceptance criteria, you can bring up affected versions. So for now we are bringing up, for example, this affected versions. If we have any value, we'll be able to see it, and you can make it required or not required. If you think, okay, I want to add some more field, for example, priority is something that is important for us, so we'll add that. Once this one is done, you will name it a better form name. So you can say Project Unicorn Production Bugs, something like that. All right, so I have created this to get a quick visibility how exactly the form will looks like. You can click on this preview and it will show you that, okay, this is the form will appear to you with a direct link like this. It will also save time, that many times if a production support teams, they need to go to your project, then click on the create button, then create the bug, select all the fields. This is a quick way the production support teams, they can quickly fill in. Now, how exactly they will be getting this form? As you have created it form, if you go back to your forms, the forms will be visible over here. Now you can see there is something called limited. So what is that? If you click on it, this one is sharing one, right now limited, anyone with permission to create items in this project. What does that mean? Anyone who have the project role. So if you look into your project settings, and you can look into the people over here. In this people, whoever you have added it, though in this environment we have given admin rights to most of all the users. This is a trial version of Jira, but in real situations people will be having limited access to their projects, and if that person have limited access to the project, they can access this. Now another way we can go for options, whoever have access to this Jira instance, irrespective of projects, they will be able to create or fill some information. Maybe production support team that don't have directly access to your project, or the support team or the testing QA team, they don't have access to your project and they wants to create something within your project. So how exactly that happen? Let's assume that I am sending it to the production support teams. I'll quickly go back to the forms, and over here I will be changing this to any open. Open means anyone who can log into the this particular Jira instance, they will be able to create or fill up this form. So the form is now created. It's time I will share to the team. So I know that this is a group of teams. So whenever you click on share, over here you can select any teams if you have created, or any individual person. So teams, you know, you can create teams from here, but we are not showing you how to create a teams. Let's assume that I am sending it to my another ID, and this is my another ID which is open in a different browser, so that we can find out. So this is what we have created. I want to give a message. This is your bug raising form. Please use it, bookmark it. That's all that I have created, and the access that we already have decided is open. I'll click on share. So once I have shared it, I'll switch to where I am actually logged in. So this is a different browser, because this was in incognito, where I have logged in with the ID where I have shared. So it may take few moments. So you can see this is coming up as I just shared a link with you. So if I click this link, what will happen? This will open up that form. Now over here, this is a different ID. You can see this one is a different ID, different email ID, and this one is a different email ID. So I have created the form over here. I may not have directly access, so I'll say test support bug 1. I'm creating one bug over here, and I will give some description and then select the priority. Let's say this is the highest priority item, and if I want to show some bug screenshots or something, I can attach it from here. So for example, I'm just taking any images that I have, so I have attached it right over here, and I will submit it. Alright, so it asks that, do you want to submit another form, means another sets of data. So when, for example, there can be multiple different use cases, but I'm just taking an example of the use case where the testers are testing and they have 4 bugs. They can click on submit another form. It will open up once again. Now the project teams, they will also have this notification. They will able to see on their backlog. If you go back to your backlog, you can see this one is created. Test support bug 1. If I open it, the attachment and everything that I have attached. So though I don't have access, this particular ID or this particular person on the right hand side browser, they don't have any project access. Now in that case, what happened? Because whenever someone don't have a project access, who will be the reporter of that? The reporter will be by default the project lead. So if, let me try to mention it in this way. The left hand side is, let's say, member A, and the right hand side, let's say that's a tester, and left hand side, that's the project team. So if the tester don't have access to this team unicorn, the items that is get created, the reporter will be by default the project lead. So who is the project lead? Where we define it? If you go into your project settings, and over here you can see the project lead. It's by default who created the projects, but it is changeable. You can change it. Whoever have project rights, you can change someone to have that. So now once we have created it, now many times what happen is people miss these notifications. Whatever the notifications I have received on my Jira instance, I may miss it out. So there is another options for those form. It will be come into a, you can send it to the Slack or any other integrations you have made, Teams or anything. So we will quickly show you how you can send that notifications to Slack very easily through Jira. For that, let's go into Slack, and I will create a quick channel over here. So as of now, these are the default channel, but I'll create a new channel and I will name it as let's say QA team. And once you have created the channels, you can later on, this one is public, or you can make it private, only specific people. So you can add people to these channels. So all 8 members we have added over here, okay, or any specific member. So I can add, so for example, for the purpose of this demo, I am just adding everyone as a part of that. Now in this QA team, as of now, there is no message came up. I will go back to the development teams projects, and where I will be clicking on the forms. Now in these forms, I will just open it because I am the editor. So I can share in a Slack. So I already have integrated my Slack, so it's showing which Slack he wants to send and which channels. So I may need to find out the QA team channel, so that whoever is the people who are part of that QA team Slack, they will get that notifications. So this is your Jira bug raising form. Please keep it in your bookmark. All right, so I'll just share this. So what will happen, this particular activity will send a Slack message to all the developer of that channel. So if you see, I came back to this channel. Now over here, you can see there is a Jira message came up, shared a Jira link with you. This is your Jira, okay, the spelling was wrong, bug raising form. If I click on this, it will be coming up right over here. Right, I can do that, and as a better options, I can copy this, or you can put it in a bookmark. So whenever you are using a new browser, that link will directly open up that form. So you don't need to go to Jira, or you need to have a login into Jira, but don't need to go into that project, go into their backlog and create it. In that way, your bug will be, many times what happens is people don't update it in Jira, they send it over email and the track goes lost. And to counter that, this is one of the important features that you can use. Now you can explore more about what fields is important. You can manage your form fields, find out what are the other fields options. There are help available. Explore it. I believe this is something maybe helpful for you. I will come up with one more new features in Jira maybe this week. Till that time, have a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.